All right, everybody, so we've gotten a lot of comments, a lot of questions about why we made the deforestation and litter videos. So, we've been reading through all the comments, we appreciate all the feedback, and we just want to take some time to explain to you the hows and whys of what we created and why we created it. So the first thing you guys see is the trash scene. This trash bag scene, we just dump junk everywhere. It's supposed to show that there's over 1.69 billion pounds of cigarette butts that end up not just as trash, but litter everywhere. That's over 845,000 tons of cigarette butts littering our environment. Alright, so we have the wood scene, and this scene is about how much wood is burned to make one pack of cigarettes. It's 5 pounds. I know a lot of people just question that, and they're like, how can it take 5 pounds of wood to make one pack of cigarettes? Well, it's pretty easy, actually. In third world countries, they actually cure the tobacco that they're farming through a process called curing. And they actually use 5 pounds of wood to cure the tobacco for one pack. And that doesn't even include all the paper used in packaging. So then we have the balloon scene. Aside from just having a lot of fun with the helium and the balloons, we wanted to show this kind of abstract concept of what happens, with all the litter that impacts our globe. So we pretty much just, filled the balloons with the cigarette butts and, just popped it just to show how these things just kind of rain down on our environment. And we just wanted to show the impact of cigarette production and cigarette smoking on our environment. Alright, so then we have this past future scene, which is really just embodies, what the undoing is about. What happens in our past, and what we do today does impact our future. So we spelled past with cigarette butts, and we manually had to unravel collected cigarette butts to spell it out, and we just wanted to show all the litter from the past has become what is our today. It has impacted what our beaches look like and what our communities look like with all the trash everywhere. When we spelled out future, we wanted to show that we could actually change things, and by changing things today, we could change our future. We spelled it out using confetti and glitter just to show how good things can be if we all just take responsibility for our choices. All right, so we have the beach scene. We actually contacted local organizations that pick up butts from the beach and shorelines to use this in the video. Not only were we being eco-friendly, but we wanted to actually show what comes out of our beaches and what comes out of our communities. And that cigarette butts are the most collected pieces of trash. We do see people that we either may know or the people driving in front of us in cars that just so casually and thoughtlessly just flick a cigarette butt out the window. And all those cigarette butts from the cars go down into the sidewalks, they go down into the storm drains, down through the sewers, and they exit out into our oceans, and they exit out into our waterways. And speaking of water, the next scene, we really just wanted to just hit home how nasty and how dirty the water gets. So we took all those cigarette butts that we got from the organizations and we soaked them in water for a couple days to just show how all the chemicals just seep right out of the filters and into the water. So if you think about it, if that's what happens to the water after we soak the cigarette butts for just a couple of days, imagine what happens for all those cigarette butts that are just sitting in the ocean. All those toxins and all those chemicals are just pretty much just coming out of the filters and out of the butts. All right, so we have the end scene, and this, like everything in the commercial, was just a blast for us to make. This is where we have the logo pop up, and we want everything to be fun, and the light is really vibrant, and we wanted to just communicate that things can be better, and with a little bit of accountability by the individuals and more accountability by the tobacco industry, we'd be able to change things for the future. And we really wanted to show what happens when the tobacco industry and when the individual don't really take accountability. So we created this experiment, which is the Undoing commercial. But the truth is that our environment is not an experiment. We wanted you guys to see the impact of the industry and the individual on the environment. And we appreciate all the feedback and all the questioning of the facts and the things that we did. Everything that you guys post, gets read and gets looked at and responded to, and we encourage you to just keep doing that, no matter what your opinions are. Just let us know. And as usual right now, we have the contest going on, so if you guys come onto the custom Facebook page for the Undoing, you can post some comments, let us know your thoughts, and you're eligible for a $500 prize. So just encourage you guys to just keep giving your feedback, and we appreciate everything, and had a blast making this for you, and we'd love to keep doing it again. So just keep the questions coming. Thanks for everything.